Right. The RMLR has been upgraded. What does that mean? Well, if you know anything about our trading indicators and alpha trading, then you will be aware of the RMLR indicator. What's that? You don't know what the RMLR is? Well, it's the reverse mean of log returns. What's that? Well, let's just say it's an indicator that shows you the reverse mean of log returns. Oh, that's right. It's in the name. So, what has been upgraded? Well, the indicator now shows you forecasts across all asset classes. That's right, all asset classes, without having to select market overrides for non-continuous markets or traditional market assets. And it doesn't have those pesky artifacts that used to sometimes appear when you would look at traditional market assets. Fixed by the amazing team, the math people, developer people who build our indicators. What that means is you now have accurate forecasts for continuous market assets, crypto, as well as traditional market assets like stocks, commodities, forex, etc. Why is that useful? Well, it's useful because you get more accurate reads on traditional market asset forecasts. What else is new? Well, in addition to that, the RMLR now also includes the forecasts of the standard deviation bands automatically, so that you don't have to have multiple instances of it and specify the band you want to forecast, specify the RMLR that you want it related to, etc. That saves you many indicator slots on your charts, depending on how many of those RMLR bands you use. Well, additionally, it automatically has better results for the direction predictor. It has new features like the tendency. So basically, overall, there's just more awesome sauce in the RMLR. And why is that useful? Well, it's useful because if you know how to use the RMLR, you'll know how powerful it is. After all, it is literally able to show you, and again, I'll say it again, it is literally able to show you the future RMLR and the future standard deviation bands of the RMLR. Why is that useful? Well, have you ever wanted to know anything about the future? show you that. Show you literally the future reverse mean of log returns and the future standard deviation bands of those reverse mean of log returns. And what do I mean by shows you the future of those things? Well, the RMLR is not a price predictor. It is a predictor of the direction of the RMLR. Why is that useful? It's useful because you can use it as a gauge to know whether or not the future RMLR is going up or down. And why is that useful? It's useful because by having that knowledge, you can tell whether or not the asset is moving away from the RMLR or mean reverting to the RMLR. How can you tell that? Well, tell that by knowing that once the asset hits a third standard deviation band to the upside or the downside, it has reached an outlier from whence it will eventually begin the process of mean reversion. When does that process begin? That process typically begins, as in is confirmed by, when two candles do not hit that third standard deviation band anymore. So once it hits the third standard deviation band, up or down, of the RMLR, and then stops hitting it, whether it's one candle later or 10 candles later, whatever that is, as soon as it stops hitting that third band, 2 candles later, mean reversion is confirmed to be in progress. Now, does it ever happen that it could skip 2 candles, not hit the RMLR's third standard deviation bands, and then hit it, let's say, on the third candle? Yeah, it can happen. It is extremely rare in pretty much any time frame, although it does happen. However, it will usually, and I mean well over 99.7% of the time, begin the mean reversion process. Will be confirmed to be in that mean reversion process once 2 candles have passed where it has not hit that third band. And again, even if it does hit that band again as an outlier 3 or 4 candles later or 10 candles later, again, once it stops hitting that band, after 2 more candles, it will be in mean reversion. Does the mean reversion have to go up, down, or sideways? No, it can go any of those ways. Right? It can go up, down, or sideways and complete the mean reversion up, down, or sideways. Meaning you can have a mean reversion that completes the mean reversion by continuing to go in the direction that it's been going. This does happen, even on a regular basis. Why? Because let's say it's going up and it hits the third standard deviation band to the upside, and then begins the mean reversion process a couple candles later. The asset can keep running up if the return is drive it that way, and the RMLR will continue to rise, and it will mean revert and hit that RMLR on its way to the upside. It just won't be going up as dramatically as the RMLR, so we'll essentially walk over to it even if it's continuing to go up. Does that happen regularly? Yes, it happens regularly, both up and down, and also happens sideways on a regular basis. So, to know the direction of the asset, you look to things like the volatility and correlation, or the entropy and its correlation. Those things will tell you very accurately the direction of the asset, just as will variance and its correlation. So, is the RMLR worth using? In my opinion, it is an invaluable piece of the trading tools from Alpha Trading. And if you don't already have access to the RMLR, either because you haven't started using the Alpha Trading tools, or because you've started using them but you're still using the Volatility Starter Kit, well, you can always join the Alpha Trading Discord and get free access to the Volatility Starter Kit and the free trading chart. So, if you want to access that at no cost, you simply go to alphatradinghq.com/discord and open a support ticket. You just go to the request support channel and create a ticket and request access to the Volatility Starter pack of indicators, and you'll get free access to those indicators once you submit your TradingView username, so that they can hook you up with those indicators, and they're free to use, and you're free to use them as long as you remain in the Discord. You don't have to be online constantly, but as long as you don't quit the Discord or leave the Discord, they're free for you to keep and to use. So check it out, alphatradinghq.com/discord. Get your access to the free volatility starter tools, and once you've learned how to use those tools, which is free to learn, then after you're comfortable using those tools and you see how well they work, you can always try a 2-week free trial of the Pro Trader subscription. And if you like it, and that includes the RMLR and many other indicators, then you can always upgrade if you want. Okay, happy trading.